795, take 2. Oh, dear. All right. Try it again. It didn't make it. I got a little bit. All right, sir.
Filming yourself. Did you just start? You got like.
It might have split these two. I'm not sure.
Hey, I would not be disappointed if it could not split that, because that son of a bitch is splitting shit that I didn't even think it was capable of splitting. I think it'll split it. I think you might have to work it a little bit.
Yeah, we have to flip it where it stands up.
I think I'll split just like that.
No. Who the hell wants to pick that up and put that on there?
Ain't that damn
Not
heavy?
this old guy.
I'll pick it up. Or hell, roll it in the bucket.
See, we have it on the ground, like we just turn the log, then we don't have to pick it up and turn it. I think it'll split these two.
I think I'll split them.
Maybe one or two more. I ain't gonna cut them that big though. Not gonna do it.
So I'm gonna need you to cut me like a section of that where it's this tall.
How tall?
I want to be able to be sitting in a chair and basically be like this.
Well, I don't want you sitting in a chair. You ever thought about that? You want a big piece of it? Is that what you're saying, sir?
This section.
Holy shit. Yeah, we can do that.
Cause then I can get my chainsaw sharpened 100 fucking times and carve the table out of it. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to carve it out of this.
Okay. Well, we'll cut you that chunk when we get there.
I just think for this to be it's the fucking top of the table, boy, that shit's gonna look so good. Especially if you get some damn Thompson water seal or some. I don't want to stain it. I want to leave it just like that. If anything, I want to seal it.
You want to put some clear on it.
Yeah, I just want to seal it.
Like some urethane or something like that.
And I might sand it down a little bit to make that brown pop more, but...
You want some urethane on it like I have on my island in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want, soldier.
So what are you filming for?
Put it on my YouTube channel.
Oh, you got a YouTube, that's nice.
So when I'm dead and or I'm too old to do this anymore, I can look back and see that once upon a time I was a man.
How many subscribers you got?
Like 20.
Okay, I'll come subscribe to you.
I mean, it ain't like I'm trying to do anything.
Hey, that's all it takes. You got 20, you doing something, and you can make money off of that.
Just me when I'm dead and my kid.
Kevin,
so
if you stay alive for another 10 years and you do your YouTube, you got it.
I ain't studying tree work for YouTube. Tell you that.
Well, no, I'm saying you can be buying you a Maserati in about 5 years.
No Maserati. What am I gonna do with that? A truck. I'm a truck guy.
Okay, you go buy you a brand new fucking truck right off the lot in about 5 years. I'm telling you, 5 years you will have over $100,000.
Yeah, well.
All you gotta do is once you get up to 100,000 subscribers, it starts paying you. But I mean, in a year's time, if you stay at it and you play games, so I mean, you can put that on there too. Once you start getting up in the thousands, YouTube recognizes you, but you get a play button at like I think 10,000 for your first 10,000 subscribers, and then you get one for like every so many thousand. So
yeah.
You get one at 10, then you get one at 50, and then 100, 500, and then you get one at 1,000,000. But I know there's people that've been doing it for 5 years and only got 100,000 subscribers, and they make like $20,000, $30,000.
Because they suck and they're not very entertaining. You gotta be entertaining for that shit to work. If you really want it to work, you gotta be entertaining.
You're gonna have to edit. Hell yeah.
The big fat baby. I think the big rings make it prettier.
That's why I said I was gonna make a table out of it and not stain it, because I like the natural color right here.
Like I said, you have to let this dry out, and you have to let it dry in a big chunk, or it'll dry out and split.
Well, I'm gonna have to make the table from upside down.
Yeah, we can leave this out here and just let it dry out. It'll split, and it won't be so hard to split. But it also splits better when it's wet. Most of the time. Yeah. I think that's a wrap for me today.
Alright, so I'm gonna do some editing now.
No, I don't edit now. Let's put it on the way it is.
That raw footage.
Raw.
That's raw footage right there.
I'm disappointed in my saw here, though.
I am disappointed, man. Big Bertha, man. She ain't
Chain got really tight for some reason. How tight that is?
That's about how tight I know it. Well, I
Way too tight.
I had mine a little looser than this.
It's way too tight.
Well, Wayne said he'd buy every single one of your saws. Mopar man Wayne.
Well,
because I told him that I was like, well, my neighbor collects McCullough, and he was like, how much you want for him? And I was like, and he wanted to say, does he have like the real big ones? And I was like, he's got some pretty big ass fucking saws, dude. Like, you got the most impressive collection of McCulloughs I've ever seen, besides that one dude up there at the lawnmower place by the Kawasaki shop that had the real big.
Mostly what he had was David Bradley.
I mean, but he had that one McCullough that was like, it had the bar that was like
the old
twice
two-man
as
saw
long.
from the 40s.
Yeah, that damn blade was like
He had that one.
long. That's the only one you're missing from your collection.
I don't want that thing. It's too damn. It's huge.
For looks.
But it's cool. It's a very cool ass saw.
That's the biggest one you got, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the biggest one.
Ain't that bow saw supposed to be for this?
Yeah, but
he said, yeah, but it's a little too dangerous.
You know, they're really not that great. Yeah, they are dangerous if you're an idiot.
You almost were an idiot one day.
Most of the time, people get their necks cut and all that stuff with a bow saw because they're trying to cut a tree down with one. And that's not what they meant for.
No, it's meant for the tree to be on the ground.
And that's it.
But it's meant for cutting stuff like this.
That was a dangerous ass bar.
Didn't even have a metal blade around.
I have 3 of those, and I used them long enough for to get some pleasure out of it, and then that was the end of that.
I wondered how
Cut.
hard it would be to carve